people who own companies, they don't have intentions that are really for the people, right? And for me, the reason I fell in love with this industry is because I fell in love with a business where you succeed bigger by helping more people. That's what I like about it. You know what I mean? That's why I like it. I like it because of that. I like it because if you help more people succeed, you succeed more, right? To me, that's really cool, right? I'd get around these people that were like the real networkers that nobody knows their name. They don't have courses. They don't have books. They're just like these invisible people in the background. They're never online, and they don't even have Facebook accounts most of the time, these cats, right? And they make like $30 million a year, and nobody knows who they are. But you get around those people, and being around them is like mystical almost, because they legitimately, the good ones, care, right? That's how good network marketers are. You get around them, and then you get around people that own companies, and it's just like this world of difference. You know what I mean? So after a few years of like being in companies, and then, you know, I had some good owners, and then a company owner would quit, and then something else would happen. I got to a space where I was looking at my team, and I said, I really want to help these people create big results like I'm able to create, and for some reason they just can't do it doing this stuff. And so what happened is I started asking questions about not what company can I start, not how much money can I earn. I started asking the question, how can I help people to do what it is that I do without having to be some kind of a guru or something, right? How do I do that? And that series of questions led to inspiration one day. When I was hiking out for the mountains in Costa Rica, I was just wondering about this. I almost quit the whole industry and just went and lived in a van again, because I was like, if I can't help people do this, there's just no point to this, because this isn't what I want to do. I don't want to go sell thin air. I don't want to sell products I think that are stupid. You know, I don't want to run around and tell people to go live a dream by being on the phone all day and night, telling other people to live a dream by being on the phone all day and night, and perpetuating the myth with my bullshit. I don't want to do it, right? So that's not what I did. I had a great business. I was working a couple hours a day, making $30,000 to $50,000 a month, selling other people's stuff. Never had to make products, never had to make training sites, didn't have any password-protected team websites, right? Didn't invest in any technology, and my whole budget for it was like $200 a month, right? It's a fantasy. And I lived in Costa Rica. My team was all over the world. I said, how do I help people do this, right? And then this series of ideas just burst into my brain one day in about 2 seconds, all together. Start this, right? So I start working on it because of that. And then I build it, and this is what I saw happen. And I'm not going to tell the whole story how we started because it's just too much, right? All the craziness you guys wouldn't even believe that got this company to where it is. But what happened is we were able to launch finally. And the first month, man, I was just like, we had people succeeding that they had been trying to make it for years. You know what I mean? Like people earning their first commission, not understanding how it worked. Like people who had cancer and were cancer patients paying for their cancer bills. And people who were like, I joined in Power Network and I paid the mortgage on my house. And people were like, I have spinal disease and just lay on my bed typing and I made $10,000 last month. And we had people that like literally, I mean, I had in teams for years, but they hadn't succeeded for years. Then all of a sudden we create this world and they start to for the very first time, right? And that's what I love about Empower Network. Empower Network is here to serve you. I'm here to serve you. You know what I mean? That's what I'm here for. I don't see myself as your boss, right? I see myself as your servant, you know? I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to offer you a path to do what you want to do. And if you want to do it, fine. And if you don't want to do it, it's fine. Other people will want to do it. Not a big deal. You can quit anytime you want. We might make fun of you and call you names, but, you know, you don't have to listen to it, right? You know, we have a follow-up series that just calls you names if you quit. No, I'm joking. No, we don't. We don't. I didn't sneak that in the software. No, I'm joking. You know, I asked my lawyer one time if we could, like, you know, we have have profile photos, and then after, if somebody cancels, if we could just put a big red wussy over it and then publicly display it on like a wussy page, of all the people that quit. I actually asked him, and he thought about it, and I was like, well, think about it and get back to me. And he got back to me, and he says, like, you might be able to do it if you put it in the terms, but I would advise against it if you don't want to be sued. That was before John was here. He would have never even let me ask a question like that. He'd been like, David, no. Right? So we've talked about this thing about creating 100 millionaires a year for a long time, and we've done a lot of things right in Empower Network, and we've done a lot of things that we've learned from, right? But I believe that we've had some gaps the whole time that we've been around, right? And I believe that we have some gaps that exist right now from getting from where we are to getting where we want to be, all right? And what I'm actually going to talk about tonight, and one of the things that I'm really excited about is, this is what I'm going to spend tonight talking about, is I'm going to talk about the path to 100 millionaires a year.